Okay, I'd like to call to order this regular council meeting, and the second item is disclosure of pecuniary interest. Asking a member if they have pecuniary interest they'd like to declare. The Vice Deputy Mayor.
Mr. Mayor, I have a conflict of interest with Article 7.1, Striking Committee Report, January 13, 2020, Lamont Sports Park Fundraising Strategy Committee. Hold on a second. I think I had the wrong one. I think it's the first one. Sorry, just bear with me. Yes. Yep. My son, Jeff Myatt, will be appointed, or hopefully will be appointed, I should say, to the Lamont Sports Park Fundraising Strategy Committee.
Okay, further declarations. Councillor Smith.
I would like to declare pecuniary interest with regard to item 6.2, General Government Report, dated December 16th. My husband, Ryan Smith, is a part owner of the Social Athletics of Saugeen Shores.
Just to be clear, Councillor, that's 6.3, not 6.2.
If that is correct. That is correct, and I do need to amend my written copy, Linda. Thank you.
Sorry, through you, Mr. Mayor, I think you were also mentioned 5.2 is maybe where you got the 2 from. So the Committee of Whole minutes of December the 16th, and then you declared on item 6.3, General Government Report dated December 16th.
Both items are correct. I appreciate the tutelage.
Okay, that's clear. Thank you. If there's no further declarations, then we'll move on to, we have no additions, deletions, or amendments, no public meeting. That moves us on to adoption of the minutes and the regular council minutes of December 9th, 2019, and special council minutes December 9, 2019. I have a motion moved by Councillor Myatt, seconded by Councillor Grace, that council adopt the minutes of the regular council meeting and the special council meeting of December 9th, 2019 as presented. Questions or comments to the minutes? Seeing none, all in favor? Carried. I think we've sorted out the technical issues, maybe. All right. So that moves us on to number 2, Committee of the Whole minutes, December 9, 2019 and December 16, 2019. I have a motion moved by Councillor Rich, seconded by Councillor Carr. Actually, strike that, reverse it. Moved by Councillor Carr, seconded by Councillor Rich. That council note and file the minutes of the Committee of the Whole meetings of December 9, 2019 as presented. Questions or comments to those minutes? Seeing none, all in favor? It's carried. And I have a motion moved by Councillor Schreider, seconded by the Deputy Mayor. The council note and file the minutes of the Committee of the Whole meetings of December 16th, 2019 as amended. Questions or comments to those minutes? Seeing none, all in favor? That's carried. We'll get Councillor Smith. Okay, that moves on to item 6, report of the Committee of the Whole, and I have a motion moved by Councillor Schreider, seconded by the Deputy Mayor, that Council of the Town of Saugeen Shores adopts the General Government Report dated December 9, 2019, recommending that Council approves the revised Employee Code of Conduct policy dated December 9, 2019. Questions or comments to the resolution? Seeing none, all in favor? It's carried. And then the General Government, Community Services, Parks and Recreation Report, moved by Councillor Smith, seconded by the Vice Deputy Mayor, that Council of the Town of Saugeen Shores adopts the Community Services, Parks and Recreation Report dated December 9, 2019, recommending that Council authorize staff to single-source the Breakwater Platform Project to Sea Waves Developments for the South Concrete Decking and Parapet in the amount of $377,000 plus an additional $8,000 for engineering costs. Questions or comments to the resolution? Seeing none, all in favor? It's carried. And then item 3, General Government Report. Councillor Smith. I have a A motion moved by the Deputy Mayor, seconded by Councillor Schreider, that the Council of the Town of Saugeen Shores adopts the General Government Report dated December 16, 2019, recommending the following. 1. The Council approve in principle the land lease attached to the Chief Administrative Officer's report dated December 16, 2019, related to the Port Elgin Waterfront Revitalization Project. 2. That Council receive the report of the Waterfront Project Ad Hoc Advisory Committee, and that Council continue their due diligence and bring the project enhancing the Port Elgin waterfront to a successful conclusion. And 3. That Council receive the information attached to the Chief Administrative Officer's report dated December 16, 2019 regarding the Port Elgin waterfront revitalization. Questions or comments to the resolution? Seeing none, all in favor? That's carried. Councillor Smith. Oh, and the Vice Deputy Mayor is going. Just musical chairs here. All right. Okay, I have a motion. We're moving on to the report of municipal officers and committees and a striking committee report. And I have a motion moved by the Deputy Mayor, seconded by Councillor Rich, that Council of the Town of Saugeen Shores adopts the striking committee report dated January 13, 2020, recommending the following. 1. That the mandate for the Saugeen Shores Attainable Housing Task Force Committee be approved. 2. That the mandate for the Saugeen Shores Lamont Sports Park Fundraising Strategy Committee be approved. 3. That the following members be appointed to the Saugeen Shores Lamont Sports Park Fundraising Strategy Committee. Jeff Myatt, Connor Yorth, Ann DeChambeau McKay, Rob Fawcett, John Willits, Councillor Kristen Schreider will be the chair, and Councillor Jamie Smith. Questions or comments to the resolution? Sorry, my apologies. I supposed to do this differently. I'm good. Let's through consensus. Is there a consensus from council that we can divide this resolution? The Vice Deputy Mayor requested to be able to speak to the mandate for the Attainable Housing Task Force. Why don't we deal exclusively with the item related to the Vice Deputy Mayor's pecuniary interest, and then we'll deal with the other two items. So. That will be, and I'll just repeat, that Council of the Town of Saugeen Shores adopts the striking committee report dated January 13, 2020, recommending the following. 3, that the following members be appointed to the Saugeen Shores Lamont Sports Park Fundraising Strategy Committee, and you've heard their names. Is that clear to everybody? All in favor of the resolution? That's carried. Thank you for that. Okay, so for the Vice Deputy Mayor's information, we've divided the resolution. Item 3 has been dealt with, but we will return, and I'll read the resolution we are now considering. It's been moved by the Deputy Mayor, seconded by Councillor Rich, that the Council of the Town of Saugeen Shores adopts the striking committee report dated January 13, 2020, recommending the following. 1, that the mandate for the Saugeen Shores Attainable Housing Task Force Committee be approved, and 2, that the mandate for the Saugeen Shores Lamont Sports Park Fundraising Strategy Committee be approved. Excuse me. Questions or comments to the resolution? Vice Deputy Mayor.
Mr. Mayor, I just hope this carries, obviously, the Attainable Housing Task Force committee that we're the terms of reference are on the agenda here this evening. And I just want to say that there are a good number of people in this community that not only living in poverty but being removed from their apartments in some cases in favor of landlords coming back charging a lot higher rents. People can't afford the $1,200, $1,400, $1,600, $1,800 rental rates in this community that we're seeing. Some people can't afford to purchase their first home because housing prices are too high. So I just like to say to the community that the council approves this terms of reference, that we like to hear from people in the community. And hopefully we can get this committee formed at some point. We can sit around a round table discussions, community discussion groups, and hear from those people that are hurting in Saugeen Shores. And there are many, over 400 on the wait list, Moose County wait list for housing. So anyways, I just hope this carries, obviously, and that we can do some good work with attainable housing in the future.
Councillor Grace.
Mr. Mayor, and I would like to commend the Vice Deputy Mayor for authoring this mandate on the Attainable Housing Committee. It's really a tremendous amount of work and research, and if you've read the mandate, well, all members of council have read it, but members of the public, this is a formidable task, but it is an absolutely essential task that we approach really, with a lot of diligence, and I know everybody's concerned about it. So I just want to put that out, and thank you very much for doing that and leading us in this.
Well, you're commending the Vice Deputy Mayor. You should also commend him for writing the Lamont Sports Park Fundraising Strategy Committee, RFP. The Vice Deputy Mayor has been doing yeoman's duty for the Striking Committee in the last couple of months, helping us put together these terms of reference and mandates, and we very much appreciate his work. Are there further questions or comments with regard to this? I would just echo those comments. Obviously, we have a tremendous need in our community. There's a tremendous need in all communities across our country for attainable housing, and we need good answers. We have certain things within our control in the town that we can affect that can help us to develop that affordable housing for people in our community. It's been a constant subject of discussion here at this table for this last year, and will continue to be. And we look forward, I know, as a council, to the recommendations from this committee. So, frankly, just to segue from also the Lamont Sports Park Fundraising Strategy Committee, we're very keen to hear from that committee as well, so we can kick off a fundraising campaign once we have received some more information about that project as well. So 2 good committees struck, I might add, from our pool of our committee pool, which is a pool that is growing all the time, and this is just more examples of how we're going to use that committee pool today and in the future to do specific tasks for this council, work in areas where we can't work necessarily easily sitting here like this, and to deliver important results for the people of the community. So I think it's very effective, and I think this is an example of that. So you've heard the resolution. All in favor? It's carried. All right, so that moves us then on to bylaws. And give me a half a sec here. There are 6 bylaws there. Does any member wish to pull one of those for individual consideration? Don't see any, so I'll read the resolution. It's been moved by Councillor Smith, seconded by Councillor Grace, that the following bylaws are hereby read a first, second, and third time and finally passed and sealed this 13th day of January 2020. 1/2020 being a bylaw authorizing the borrowing of money to meet current expenditures of the Corporation of the Town of Saugeen Shores. 2/2020 being a bylaw to provide for an interim tax levy for the year 2020, to provide for the payment of taxes and to provide for penalty and interest. 3/2020 being a bylaw to adopt amendment number 14 to the local official plan 90/2012 by Southampton Golf and Country Club for lands known municipally as Southampton Plan Part Lot Q, Part Lots 7 to 9, East Rankin, Part 1, Reference Plan 3R9440, Town of Saugeen Shores, and 4/2020 being a bylaw to authorize a memorandum of understanding with the partners of the Municipal Innovation Council, and 5/5/2020 being a bylaw to establish 0.3 meter reserves in the Lord Elgin Estates, and 6/6/2020 being a bylaw to confirm the proceedings of the council meetings of the Town of Saugeen Shores. Questions or comments to the resolution? Seeing none, all in favor? Opposed? That's carried. And then that moves us on to adjournment. We have a motion moved by Councillor Grace, seconded by Councillor Mayette, that this regular council meeting of January 13th, 2020 hereby adjourns at 8:41 p.m. All in favor? That's carried. We are adjourned. Thank you very much.